Okay, so this is not going to be a video for those parents who absolutely adore everything about motherhood or fatherhood, and they are so in love with their perfect little angel children, and that there's nothing negative in this world that can ever be said about a child, because I'm really about to piss you off, honestly. And you should just go ahead and click on another video. You should. I'll give you time to do that, because I would hate to offend your perfect world. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. I don't want to offend you. Because what I really want to say is motherhood is not for the weak. It's not for the weak. Like, I be wanting to box my children. Not every day. Motherhood is one of the most rewarding, humbling, put you together, snatch you apart jobs that I've ever had the pleasure of filling the position of, if that makes any sense at all. It can be the most depressing, happiest, angriest, calmest. Like, it's basically a walking conundrum of a job, of a responsibility, of a blessing, because it can be a blessing. I don't want to like glaze over that part. Like, everything about motherhood is just terrible. It's challenging though. It definitely is challenging, and these last couple of weeks for me being a mother has been extremely challenging, because I have one child that is about to turn 4, another child that's about to turn 2. Without me putting the adjectives on those ages, you know how they be acting. Like, you know how they be acting. I have to do the slow blink because that's me asking for help. They be acting up. They are very opinionated. They want their own independence. They want you to know that you are basically there to serve them. And it can just be hard. It can be hard. I am a first generation, I'm going to put this in quotation marks because I don't understand everything it is, but I'm a first generation gentle parenter. So I try really, really hard not to discipline my children. I try to give them consequences, of course, but I'm not trying to do all that spanking and verbal abuse that we used to get. No shade, because they were doing the best they knew how to do at that time, but I'm trying really hard to help them keep their personalities intact while still understanding that there are certain consequences for certain actions, whether they're good consequences or bad consequences. So I'm really, diving deep into that and trying to raise healthy and whole children. Not saying that I won't fuck them up in some way, because, that is just because I'm a human. I am at my wit's end though. I'm at my wit's end. Like, there are days where I physically don't want to talk at my house, because I know me and my 4-year-old are going to get into it some way. Like, she likes to argue, and I asked her, "Do you like to argue?" And she would tell me, "Yeah, I like arguing." She likes to argue. She likes to push every button that you possibly have. She wants to see you angry. She wants to see you upset, and I know she's seeking it as a form of connection. Especially on those days where I feel extremely low or tired or moody, she'll push those buttons even more, because she knows that's going to get her some type of reaction out of me. But baby, if you add a 2-year-old onto that, who's having temper tantrums now and learning new words and trying to figure out how to be heard and becoming frustrated when they can't be heard, I want to cry. Like, there are days I get in the shower and I just look at the wall and I want to cry. I really want to cry. I had someone ask me the other day, can you hate your child? Is it possible to hate your child? I won't necessarily use the word hate, but I do believe that there can become, I would say that I believe that if you love something, it is possible to hate it. But as far as me personally, I don't think I could ever hate my child. I do believe, however, that it can become possible to resent them. Because what a child forces you to do is they force you to constantly forgive, 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 forgive. And as an adult, most of the time when somebody offends you that many times in a day, there ain't that much forgiveness in the world. Like, there's not. But with your child, you don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. If you want to be a good parent, if you want to move forward, if you want to show them how to cope with their emotions in a healthy way, you have to forgive them like 500 times a day. You truly do. And I think that can turn into a form of resentment, because what I told this person is that your child is probably your biggest offender. Your child has no ability to understand the amount of sacrifices you make for them, the ways in which you think of them, the things that you do for them, what life is outside of them, while still trying to maintain their life and keep them safe. They have no idea that you have your own fears and desires outside of them. They have no idea that you may have your own emotions sometimes outside of them. I even try to explain that to my children. So yeah, there are some days where you can feel like you hate your child. You can feel like you want to drop them off right at the fire department and let them be somebody else's problem. There can be days like that, especially if you deal with anxiety or depression like I have dealt with. Yeah, you can really want to get into it with them. Like, just go ahead and pack your bags so I can drop y'all off with somebody who cares. Especially for me, because my children, they don't really listen to me. Like, I don't know what to do. I try every tip I could possibly find to get them to listen to me, but they push the boundaries with me the most. And I do try to take that as a compliment, because one of the things I heard is that when your children act out with you, it's because they feel the most comfortable with you. Like, they don't feel like they have to wear this mask that they wear around all of society, and that we eventually learn to wear with other people, but they don't feel like they have to do that with you. So they're comfortable bringing you the ugliest parts of them as well as the most beautiful parts of them. That is a blessing, but I be wanting to throw that ugly part back. Like, for real. Like, for real. You really try me. You're not at my level, but the words you're saying to me are at my level. Like, my 4-year-old talks back to me so well, because I have a smart mouth. She's developed hearing it. She's developed her own style. Like, she be saying stuff that really make me forget that she's 4. I have to go calm down and realize, no, she's 4. We can't fight her like a girl we just met in the club. Like, she's 4. We're gonna go breathe. We're gonna do all the stuff that we tell her to do when she gets upset. We're gonna calm down, and we're gonna get it together. Because she be saying some things like that. And then, like, on my saddest days, like the days for the last couple of days, I've been dealing with body dysmorphia. Like, just to even be on camera right now, I'm trying not to nitpick every little thing about myself that I'm finding to be unattractive. And on those days, she tells me the most ugly things about myself. Like, she told me the other day when I felt like I was shaped like Miss Netta. I'm not, no shade to Miss Netta, but I don't want to be shaped like Miss Netta. If you know who it is, you know who it is. If you don't, you can go look her up. But I felt like I was shaped like Miss Netta, and she came up to me that day. It literally told me, "Mama, you look like a man." Today you want to tell? Don't worry, I don't feel like jumping off of a bridge or anything. Just go ahead and pile it up. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. So she'll do things like that. And, you know, my 2-year-old boy, well, you know, he's not 2, she's not 4, but we're going ahead and upgrade their ages, so we'll be able to tell the public instead of thinking about it, because it looks odd. But yeah, my 2-year-old, he's in the hitting stage. So whatever he hits. Like, it doesn't matter how bad your body hurts and your soul and your spirit, he's gonna hit you with something. We're working on that right now. But yeah, like, I just be feeling exhausted some days, and I can understand why that person would ask, is it possible to hate your child? I think anything is possible, but I don't think that's really what that person feels when they say they may hate their child at times. I think what happens is you feel a deep level of resentment because you have someone who don't have to pay to be around you. They don't have to meet your emotional needs. They don't have to meet your physical needs of any kind. They have no way of showing any gratitude for everything you do for them. And yet you are meant to turn around and give all of those things willingly, freely. and with love. And no, you can't be offended whenever they do certain things to you. You can talk to them about it, but you have to be the adult because you are the adult. So I think they require a lot of strength and emotional stability and poise that not a lot of other situations in real life require. Because honestly, if anybody else in this world treated you the way your own children treat you from day to day, or sometimes during their existence in your life, you would just go ahead and have to square up and fight them. Swear to God, you would have to just go ahead and square up, and y'all would have to duke it out, and one of y'all would probably have to go to jail. That's it. So honestly, for everyone who looks at you, if you're not a parent yet and they tell you parenthood is hard, they're saying a lot more in that situation, because a child brings all of you to the carpet, the good, the bad, the ugly, the questionable, and they allow you to see how you handle conflict and how you handle just, I don't even know, everything. Like, how are you emotionally? How are you? Okay, I honestly don't know where I was at, because it got so hot in here that my phone cut off, and this little chunky piece right here on my arm, it started sizzling like some fat bag. So I really need to get out of this car. But I just wanted to be honest with people who are looking to be a parent. People who are looking to be a parent. I don't know why that doesn't sound right. People who are looking to be parents. Also for people who have kids. If you are experiencing any of those feelings towards your child, where you look at them and you feel like you felt when that little girl from the 6th grade that you didn't like came into the classroom or something like that, and make you be like, it's normal. It's normal. Before my phone blow up and I turn into a piece of a pork rind, I'm about to go inside, because it's something happening. Something happening out here. I don't know if they turned this windshield in this car into a magnifying glass, but I feel like an ant, and I got to get out. I love y'all. I hope y'all have an amazing day. Don't fight your child today. They're gonna try it. Just because you watch this video, they probably gonna try it. Because anything that you learn and that you understand about yourself, you have to be tested on it. So don't square up with them today. Just smile and understand that it's normal to experience those feelings. There's no such thing as a favorite child. I know that some people say that, and some people might practice that. They might have favorite children. But if you are emotionally intelligent, you understand that there are going to be some children and some people where you have to work at that relationship with them harder than you have to work at a relationship with others. And it doesn't make the easy relationships any better. It just makes those harder relationships pull more out of you. So if you're not willing to do the work, yes, it can make one seem more favorable than the other. But yeah, truly, it's just all normal. It's all normal. And I want us to stop being so hard on ourselves as parents, feeling like we have to be this picture of perfection, or that we can't have normal feelings and emotions when it comes to dealing with our children. Okay? So if that's you, chill. Be easy on yourself. Go do something to calm you down. I'm not giving out any advice, because I'm not a doctor, therapist, counselor, yoga instructor, or any of those things. But yeah, do something for you. Make sure you do something for you every day, because one thing about it is them kids gonna make sure you do for them. Okay? Love y'all. Have an amazing day. I'll talk to you later.